Hi there everyone, this is a video build guide for the AOS 5R frame. This frame is incredibly easy to build, but it never hurts to have a few tips and tricks to help along the way. Let's not waste any more time, let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to start with the main plate, and this plate has press nuts installed in it. You're going to want to turn those press nuts upside down so they face down against the bench, and put the plate down like that. Then there are 4 arms. All of the arms are absolutely identical, so there's no front or back or left or right, they're all exactly the same. And you're going to take the arms and just put them on top of the base plate in the correct position like this. And then the bottom brace plate has these countersunk cutouts for the screws. You're going to want to just make sure those countersunk parts are facing upwards and put that down on top of the arms like that. Then you're going to want to take the longest countersunk screws in the kit and you're going to use those in the 4 corners of the frame and just poke them down through the arms and thread them into the press nuts in the base plate. Don't do anything up tightly at this stage, because you just want a little bit of movement so you can get all the other screws in nice and easily. Then you have a couple of shorter countersunk screws, kind of medium length I guess, and they go in the middle. And exactly the same as before, you're just going to gently poke them down and thread them into the press nut in the base plate. And with all 6 screws in place, you can just screw all of this together. And you can do these screws up reasonably tight, don't over tighten them, but you can use kind of 3 fingers on a screwdriver and just give them a good twist. The steel press nuts are pretty resilient. Once that's all gone together, you can turn the frame over, and now we're going to install the 4 standoffs that go on the 4 corners here, and they just thread down onto these screws. Shouldn't need any tools for this, just tightening them by hand should be absolutely fine. Now at this stage you can install your electronics, you can install your 3D print for your camera and your antenna, all of that stuff, and you can build the whole frame out with the motors and everything. You don't need to disassemble the frame because you can access these screw holes through the bottom plate here, so you can put your stack screws in just like that. Once all this is completely assembled, you are going to want to put the top plate on, and for that I'm just going to put the top plate on top, making sure that it's the right way around. The rear of the frame has these little double slots for the XT60 and the double slots on the top plate as well, so that's the back, and then you're just going to secure that with these button head screws. And that's the whole frame put together. If you do want to install the stat screws, I mean, you'd probably install the stat screws before you put the top plate on, but it's super easy to just thread them into the press nuts in the bottom of the frame like this. And then finish them off with a driver. And these longer screws are going to come with your flight controller and the ESC stack. And that's it, that's the whole frame put together.